Welcome back to Big Crone Energy. I'm Angela Marie, and I have an independent haul here. I've got 4 decks by 3 different creators, and I wanted to share them. I will slowly be trickling to not having so many hauls because, or if I do get in a deck, it will be in the end of month 1, but I haven't done it in a month 1 in a couple months, so I just thought I would showcase these. So come on in and have a seat, grab a drink, and we'll see what fun stuff I got. So I got the Tarot of Persephone's Garden Chthonic edition. This is the 2nd edition. This is a curated art deck honoring the goddess of spring and queen of the underworld. Curated and edited by Kara Small of Chthonic Forest, all rights reserved, 2025. My understanding, I learned of the original a little late to buy it. It was already out of print, but she's brought the 2nd edition, and I guess she's made a few changes. One of them is she has, I saw a walkthrough by Jay Cuneo, I think that's how you say the last name. I apologize if I'm butchering your name. And that person detailed side by side the differences. There is some artwork differences, but the main one is the art now comes out of the border. So I am working particularly with Hades, learning about him. I feel drawn to work with them as my god and goddess. So I'm reading a book about Hades right now. I've always been drawn to like the darker side, the underworld kind of side of things. So that's why Hades really speaks to me as far as a deity that I want to work with. I've started my altar space. I'm learning. I've never worked with deities before, so I'm trying to just learn what I can to properly honor and incorporate. Love that 5 of Cups. And this goes Maiden, Seeker, Queen, and King. Now the Swords is my favorite suit. This is a good 3 of Swords. 5 of Swords. Yeah, this is, see, I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but she's got chains around her. Oh, yeah. I also have this creator's Athena deck, and it does have a much different energy. Love the cardstock. It's that linen that I love. And then this is a Orphic Hymn to Persephone as the final card. So that is that. The next one I have featured, didn't mean to feature, but if you checked out my last video on the joy that I had and my wife for reading tarot, I'll link that in the cards. I picked up Earth Magic, the colored edition, and the Myth Oracle Transient Archetypes. What came in that was a brochure of all of Daniel, his name is Daniel Martinez Diaz, I think. I'm trying to see where I can. Yeah, I think. Anyway, you get this colored from one of the, I think I'm gonna frame it. So that came with it. I bought all this with my own money. So here's the colored one. This to me is the same cardstock and same style as far as like box and setup as the Pagan Other Worlds. So you get the trademark card and you get this kind of introductory card. It's very interesting with all the elements. And this is not in order because I did use this the other day. They also have a sepia tone. I watched Amethyst Ascension's difference in the two, and this one very much called me in. Like I said, this one's not in order. This one is a quick talker. I would like to say it's the cardstock makes it easier for jumpers, but I have cardstock like this and they don't fly out like this one did. This one loves talking, loves sharing its knowledge. Wonderful artwork. I love the colorations. They're not too bright, but they do give it an edge. If I'm going through these, I apologize, but there's other folks that really dedicate. If you want to see this more. I love that Ten of Swords. I like this High Priestess. Interesting Hierophant. I love the Lovers. A very interesting Devil. But to me, this deck is wonderful. Don't get me wrong. But the star of this set is this Myth Oracle. Comes in a clamshell. And, oh, I also got the book. Somewhere I put it. So the book is very well laid out. Let's see if I can find it in this mess. Oh, I put it away to keep it nice and safe. I also picked up the book, which I didn't. So this is like the more sepia side of it, and this is the colored side. So the difference in what you would get, and it's Daniel Martin Diaz. I apologize. At first, when I opened the package, I thought, oh, I really didn't need this book. But when I did that reading the other day, I read the book, and it just added elements to it. So I do recommend the book. Like I said, at first I didn't, but then just the way he writes explains and writes everything up is pretty amazing. So I do now recommend the book. This is, I don't know how long I'm going to keep this box in a box, but so you get this card like you do in the other one, and then you get just like a piece of paper card. So I keep those in there. Now, this is a small, looks like a small book, but it is mighty. And you get 45 cards, which is a fair amount, I think, for what you get. But that book, oh my gosh. It's so well done. And so then you get this other box. Obscura, complexity, wrath, wisdom, awareness, resilience, transform, forgiveness, magnetism, trust, unknown, strength, passage, stability, cosmos, surrender, knowing, reckoning, enigma, awakening, betrayal. I love that betrayal card. Guardian, enchantment, temptation. I love this continuum card. Courage, growth. I got this card, and I'm telling you what, it changed. It was profound in my reading. Brought me such joy. Void. I love this change card. Excuse me. Rebirth, patience, dissonance, balance, restraint, melancholia, death, upheaval. This is the other card I drew in that reading, and it just made total sense. So, I'm going to show you how magical. I'm going to ask for a card. And like I see this. You can also, these are real easy to shuffle. I just don't do a lot of riffle shuffle. So, let's pull one out and read from the guidebook. Change. So the nice thing about the guidebook is at the beginning it talks about the just why he created it, stuff like that, and then it gives you the number. So there's no number on this, which I like, but this will tell you the page. So change is 5. So transition, witness, crossing. A tree stands at the center, half bare, half in full bloom. To one side, a skeleton lifts its hand in greeting. To the other, a robed figure watches in stillness. No fear, no resistance, just recognition. Something sacred is exchanged, not ended, but transferred. This card appears when you stand in the space between. What once gave you life now fades, and something new approaches. Change does not ask permission. It arrives. It disrupts. But here it reveals its true face, not chaos, but continuity. You are invited to witness your becoming. The skeleton is not here to take. The figure is not here to grieve. They meet beneath the tree because endings and beginnings are kin. Change is the sacred rhythm of existence. And if you wanted to do these in reverse, they do have a little bit of a reverse thing. So it says may indicate denial, clinging to what no longer fits. It may reflect fear disguised as control or comfort, confused with safety, but stagnation is the only real death. And then it ends with kind of just a final thought. To embrace change is to honor its purpose. Stand between the branches, bow to what's fading, bless what's coming. You are not being undone. You are being remade. The tree shows us truth. Life continues through transformation. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, just beautiful. So very happy to have this. Overjoyed. Again, I don't know if I'm going to keep with this box in a box. I like the idea of it, but I don't know how practical it is. And let's just give this book a read. King of Wands, just to give you some insight into King of Cups. So it says, the king of fire and passion never rests, always working and creating, even in his dreams. He is onto something marvelously grandiose. He can turn untamed visions into projects and creations of beauty and passion. He makes the whole world envious of his abilities, ambitious visions, and powerful manifestations. He isn't creating these things for the sake of approval or to be applauded, but because he cannot stop himself. He is pure, unstoppable fire and devotion, always reaching higher and going further than last time. An endless drive for perfection is his driving force and source of motivation and inspiration. The king is not bothered by everyday routines, trivialities, or practicalities. He is a wild, intense lover and a warm, affectionate partner, impossible to satisfy or tire. The King of Wands is a constant quest for pleasure, excitement, and passion. His great confidence and powerful energy can come off as arrogant or dominant toward those around him, but this springs from his tendency to be impatient rather than a lust for power. Keywords are passion, creation, untamed, powerful. So yeah, just wonderful. Well worth it. And so we're off to the final one, which is because I already had these sitting here, this came in the mail today, so I am most excited about it. And I wanted to open it. Came in this paper, but this is the stamp of the backing. And it came with a lovely note from Sophia Litwack. I don't know how to say that. And it is the Discovering Beauty Tarot. So I went ahead and got the book, though there is also a PDF. Beautiful. So it shows dedication, table of contents, the artwork. She kind of explains how it originated, about her, then a picture of the major arcana. What makes this so unique is you get kind of an outline of the original artwork. You get questions, affirmations, meanings, and then a poem. And then this is an insight into her notebook of how what she went into, how she brainstormed and kind of mapped out the final creation. And it's through that on all of them. And you get a keyword too. Another thing I thought was very good is the numerology, because I'm still trying to learn numerology. And they did change up the minor arcana. Root is the page, voice is the knight, heart is the queen, and the spirit is the king. The renaming is to allow intuitive readings of the cards and to connect them to the earth and the body. The cards of the minor arcana speak of common encounters in our lives and how we might meet them. So, and then in the back, she's got a list of resources, a prayer for reading, and some spreads. Love this book. And then we got a sticker. I don't know where I'm going to put this, but somewhere special. And then I said I was waiting to open this with you guys. I meant it. Came in this box, a 2-piece box. See if I can open this up without... There we go. I know a couple people, Krista Chronicles, and I believe Lisa Lopez already has her talked about it. Wonderful 2-piece box. It too comes with a mini book, just of the meanings she has her own meanings on some of these, so yeah. But I'm glad I have the book, the little band, and then here is the cards. Let me bring you in closer. The cardstock is very nice. I loved how she ran this campaign. First of all, she's a brand new creator. She took into people's consideration and put this white border on. I think they originally square, kind of elongated it. She did everything. Look at the backs. She just was really, really communicative too. And it went so fast. Like I have one that I've been whining to my friends that I ordered in December of a well-known artist, and it's still not here. So, you know, but that's Kickstarter for you. I don't buy a lot of Kickstarters, so if this, I mean, that should tell you how special this is. I think I ordered it in May, and it just arrived today. To me, that is the right amount of time for a Kickstarter to take. And with the tariffs going on, I mean, she never complained, she never made excuses, she just made it happen. I mean, definitely I will become a collector of her artwork. She also offered to give readings and teach one-on-one how to read the tarot to people as part of it. I mean, she just did an all-inclusive thing. I feel like I would love to interview her if I could. Just pick her brain, get to know her. Here's the earth. It's so soft and calming, but it has an edge to it. It's not like the Gentle Tarot, which I love that one. This is fringe gentle. Like, this is the nurturing you need from the earth, but at the same time, the earth can have its harshness, and that's what I feel from this. I know the camera's not doing these justice. The saturation of colors is amazing. Now, some is, you know, I get that maybe this might be, shows up on camera pretty good. It kind of blends in, but that doesn't bother me. So air is right here. This would be 3 of air, 4 of air, 5 of air, 6 of air, 10 of air. See those people? Those shadows. The root would be the pages, the voice the knight, the heart the queen, and the spirit the king. Now we're into fire. I really like this suit with her. Love this. I love this one. This root of fire. All the sassiness. I love it. All the passion. The new beginning. You can totally see it. I mean, each card comes alive in this deck. No one overshadows or undershadows any of them. I love this deck. Look at that 10 of water. And those are the decks that I got. Thank you for sharing this. I don't know if you could. This cardstock to me, I think it's an eco cardstock. Black edging. I don't know. Yeah, I definitely would not ruffle this. But oop, this is good. This is nice and smooth. They don't stick. So I'm not a ruffler, really hardcore, so I'm okay with that. So what do you think of these decks I got? Are you interested in any of them? Do you have any of them? Please let me know in the comments. The only decks that I have that I plan on getting in the near future here is the Black Lily, which I asked my son to get me for my birthday, because I don't know if you do watch that one, I'm put out a spell of overspending, impulsive spending, and these were all gone before I did that spell, so that's part of the thing. But I'm, again, happy to have these. I will use these. These are treasures to me, all have an important role in my collection. So and then I'm looking forward to the mass market bone fire and stone, the Ava Cameron one with Anna Torian's artwork. I can't wait to get that in. So yeah, anyway, once again, thank you. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you think. Blessings.